Okay, so here it is. A beaut. Oh, it sure is pretty. Well, how many horsepower?
134.
Oh, jeez. 134. Wow, that's something else.
The control box, they rust out really fast, and so it's all like brand new.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's all, I epoxy prime everything, so you don't get any rust. The boxes epoxy prime, they don't do that. They're just basically electrical boxes that they buy, but they charge you like $1,500 for this thing.
Wow.
And I get them from China for 300 bucks.
Oh.
And so everything's wired. It's all like new in here.
Yeah.
And there's the old, I had to replace these a couple times, so it's got about 4,000 hours on it, and I put a brand new one on because the face cracked. So this is brand new.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. And so everything's there.
4,000 on
the piece of equipment, yeah. And then to start it, push button this. This is for remote.
Just like your door plugs, you gotta hold it out for a second.
And then this is for manual.
Okay, so this is remote. Yep, and that's manual.
And then it's on off the strip fan for the other side.
You should always run it with that on it. What's this one?
Reverse. Go reverse or go this corner, and then they go
So
reverse.
I'm sucking back in.
Yeah.
Alright, switch over. Yeah. What's test?
Test. That's it. Some pumps will like turn these up a little bit. That's not the test switch. Usually a proximity switch might be going out, and so you test it, and then I'll release it.
Oh, okay.
Everything's in the manual. All the fluids have been changed. Radiator's been flushed. I put Rotella coolant in it. Use Rotella T6 oil in it for the engine. All the fuel filters, water separators, everything's changed.
So if I put today's date on there, I probably have less than 10 hours on it.
That's how many hours we got on it. It's almost 5 hours.
On all these new filters.
Yeah, everything, yeah.
So how often do you change this guy?
Change these about every 250 hours.
Okay.
Around there.
And this one?
Filters, I change them. I change the oil and the fuel. Oh, I saw my door open. I thought somebody got in. I change the fuel filters and everything about once every 3 months in the oil.
So this one is once every 3 months?
This is
Okay.
oil, fuel filter. Water separator, you can see if you're getting contamination in there, but they last pretty long. You can drain it here if you see any water in there, but that's rare.
Yeah.
And the fuel tank, they had a problem with the bolts rusting out and stuff, and then rusting in the here, and so I took care of all that. Instead of 3 bolts it had, I put in an extra one, and then I also put a metal plate under there.
Oh yeah.
An 1/8" metal plate.
Okay.
And drilled it out and put it in, and then everything is corked.
Oh, okay.
So metal against metal, like here, you had a problem with them because these laid, if you can see inside here, those used to lay flat against the plate.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I put a little
Washer.
riser on it, brought it out because they'd rust behind there and just rust everywhere.
Okay.
So I did that.
All right, so this is with the engine off. This is the fan.
Yeah, it'll come on with
This is reverse.
You could hear the fan.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
that's reverse. And
want to
that's
make sure I
forward.
hear it on this.
Yeah.
And then this is a test switch. If you get stuck, then you can flip that with one of these and kind of clears.
Sometimes the proximity switches.
Okay.
And the ones that will generally go out on them, this one has never had the problem, but the other one's the TK50. It's usually the one on that side. And these are the proximity switches. They're magnetic. And when this arm strokes it, it tells its gives it a magnetic charge, and it tells everything to switch.
Okay.
To this side, to that side.
So sometimes those proximity sensors go out.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of a
And those
reset.
are all new ones, so those are
nice.
good.
Okay.
Yeah. And
What are these?
These are the hydraulic controls here. Up don't have to raise it, just take the weight off of it.
When you're hooked up to the truck, do you usually set the outriggers down?
Yeah, because it's the weight, you know. So and it's stabilized.
So there's one on each side?
Yeah, there's one on each side, there's one on the other side, one on this side.
Does this control both of these, or
No.
is there a switch on the other side?
One for this one,
Okay.
and this one for the other one.
Okay, got it.
This is for your auger here. Spins your auger.
Okay.
That one, generally you want to just slant into it.
Okay.
Into the cylinders down into
That's your
it.
auger switch. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. Wow, the hydraulic, that's really nice.
Oh yeah. That costs way extra for them. All the components. But a lot of them don't have them. You know?
Yeah, that's a good
It
feature.
stabilizes the whole thing.
I'm gonna figure this thing out right here. Mind if I turn it off while I'm asking the question?
Yeah.
So that's a great idea.
Yeah, for your key.
So what's this?
That's your manual control,
Oh, and
remote control.
Okay, manual.
And
manual,
center
remote.
shuts off everything.
Everything.
Yeah, it doesn't shut off the machine. It's just nothing will work.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Okay.
No pump components will work.
Okay.
Yeah.
The manual controls, again, for strokes and all that
Yeah.
stuff is where?
Exactly. Right here.
Right there. Okay. Yeah, forward and reverse.
Forward, reverse.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, redundant
And
questions.
all the fluid's been changed. It's 35 gallons of number 68 hydraulic fluid.
Okay.
And that should, how cold is it up there?
We'll get low teens.
Low teens?
Like,
You could go a lighter oil,
okay.
you know, if you want. But it shouldn't have matter because it heats up pretty good.
Okay.
And I usually run them about 5 minutes before the job to get the
Get everything
hydraulics
circulating.
warmed up and
Good.
stuff.
And this is right.
Oh, this is your throttle control manual. I'll just turn that on
Yeah.
again.
Sorry, Kim. I'm gonna
Yeah,
ask
that's
you a
fine.
million questions now.
Don't worry about it. Just back in there. The manual, then your throttle up and down.
Oh, okay. Just kind of hold it up and
Yeah.
it'll
And you turn it all the way up, 2,000 RPM.
2,000. So while you're just warming it up, you probably
Just
1,200.
Just idle.
idling.
Yeah, just idle.
And then when you're ready to start pumping,
Turn it up to 2,000 RPM.
turn it up to
Yeah.
2,000. Okay, that's good
I
to
want
know.
to get this thing going. I hope I didn't grab the wrong one.
Temperature usually runs around.
Temperature usually runs
Straight up and
around.
down?
It's just regular 180 or something, right
Okay.
around there. So that's good. Oh, and this is another thing. This is your accumulator, and that keeps everything pumping smoothly and stuff. And I'll show you how to do that. You want to keep it around 1,000 psi. When you shut it off, you'll see the needle come down, and it should shut off right around 1,000 drop fast.
Okay.
And that keeps everything running smooth. You run around. I put 1,050 psi. It's nitrogen.
Nitrogen.
Yeah, you don't have.
These are your nitrogen indicators.
This is
that
here,
you're
and this
getting.
is your pump pressure over here.
Okay, this is nitrogen, and this is your pump pressure.
That's your accumulator.
Okay.
And that runs. So I could show you how that works. So we'll run it up here. Okay, now cycles go about there, then it'll there. Now it just goes back and forth. That's showing you everything's working, the accumulator's working. So to check it, if it's not charged right, it's not going to pump really smooth. It's going to give a little shock. But once every 5 months, you check it. I mean, or 4 months. you
And we're
check it.
checking the
And
tank
right
that
here.
it has nitrogen.
And right
in it.
here, here's where you go. It's right here, and then it'll. I got to see it drop to about 1,050.
Okay.
So that's what I keep it at. So you don't have to worry about that much.
And this is if
keep it-
your
your pump pressure. It'll show you if it plugs. This thing will pop up. You know.
Okay.
But you'll know when it plugs.
Right.
You know. I'm sure you.
Yeah.
Know. Yeah.
So when we're doing the pumping, we've got everything going. Then we're going to run the RPMs, the engine up to 2,000.
All the way up.
And then your volume control, you kind of depend on the mix too,
Yeah.
right?
No, how fast you want to pump or whatever.
Yeah.
And generally you start out at a medium speed. You don't have to kick up the volume really
Okay.
high. And then you could dial it in right here. You could watch your pistons. I'll show
Okay.
you that. Okay. I got it on.
Does it do any damage firing dry?
No, because I'll show you about the water bump. Okay, now here you can set the volume Okay, and in the water box, a lot of guys just put water in it. They screw up the cups.
Okay.
And what you do, you use water-soluble oil.
Water-soluble oil.
Water-soluble oil, about a gallon you put in first, and then you fill up the water box to about 2/3 of the way up on the ram.
Okay.
And that's enough because it goes down there and lubricates the cylinders.
Water-soluble oil.
Yeah.
Does like O'Reilly's carry that?
No, it's just stuff that I use, you know, because it makes the pistons last forever.
Where do you buy it?
Any shop that has that sells grease, oil,
Okay.
bulk place, you know.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so we got that.
And then that lid just pops up.
Yeah,
and
you just unscrew
so is it
these.
low right now?
No, that's fine. That's
Okay.
fine. It could use a little bit more water, but this is your drain here, and it's like a sticky cone.
Okay.
It's like a sticky cone, so if you lift it up, it's all going to drain out, but it's like sticky,
Okay.
and you just put it down in there and it doesn't leak.
So you want to be just over the top of those, or
No, it's
about
about a 1/4 inch below the top.
quarter inch
Yeah,
below the top
or a
of the
half,
thing.
or a
Okay.
half an inch.
Okay.
And that lubricates your pistons really well.
Okay.
It's the best stuff to use.
What's a bungee cord for?
Okay, a bungee cord is to hold up the screen right here. So when you're washing out stuff,